It's the biggest rivalry in baseball, and here it is on the tabletop. Week 3 of Great Teams of the Past, season number 3, Red Sox and Yankees. Ted Williams against Joe DiMaggio and Lou Gehrig. It's the 1946 Red Sox against the 1937 Yankees here with APBA Baseball. So you look at the standings, both teams have played 8 games and in the middle of the pack at the moment. So they are both trying to get atop the standings, make a move here, and we'll see what happens. The Dodgers had the bye in week 2, so they're in first on winning percentage, but they've only played one series. Then you see a whole lot of teams stuck in the middle. The Yankees at 5-3, the Red Sox at 4-4. This is the first of the 4 series of week number 3. Still to come: Reds Cardinals, Tigers Senators, and Dodgers Cubs. This is the first time the Red Sox and the Yankees have met in my Great Teams of the Past seasons. The Red Sox took part in season 1. The Yankees took part in season 2. First time both franchises have been part of the same season. Season 1, the 1912 Red Sox came in 5th place, and in season 2, the 1927 Yankees tied for 3rd. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Red Sox. Leading off and playing right field, George Metkovich. Shortstop is Johnny Pesky. Left field, it's Ted Williams. Second baseman, Bobby Doerr. First baseman, Rudy York. In center field, Dom DiMaggio. Third baseman is Rip Russell. Behind the plate is Hal Wagner. Starting pitcher for the Red Sox today is Mickey Harris. Harris in 1946, 17-9 with a 3.64 ERA. Here in the first 2 weeks of the season, Harris has a 1-0 record, a 4.20 ERA in 2 starts. Most recently had a no decision in his last game against Cincinnati. For the Yankees, leading off and playing shortstop, Frank Crosetti. Third base is Red Ruffing. Center field is Joe DiMaggio. First baseman, Lou Gehrig. The catcher is Bill Dickey. Left fielder, Jake Powell. Second baseman, Tony Lazzeri. Right fielder is Myril Hogue. Starting pitcher for the Yankees today, Red Ruffing. And Ruffing is one of 5 pitchers in the league who have started 2-0. He had 2 wins, 2 starts. One of them was a shutout, and in fact is coming off a 3-hit shutout against the Washington Senators. So Ruffing, also a 1.06 ERA in his 2 starts, is tied for 3rd in the league after 2 weeks. So those are the lineups. The 46 Boston Red Sox, they won 104 games, ended up losing in the World Series that year to the St. Louis Cardinals. The 37 Yanks, they won 102 games, and they won the World Series against the New York Giants. So let's play ball. Should mention both teams to this point have pitched a lot better than they have hit. The Red Sox, a .232 team batting average after 8 games, but a 2.83 ERA. The Yankees, a little worse, .226 average, a 2.87 ERA. So will it be low scoring here today? Let's find out. George Metkovich to lead things off for the Red Sox. Metkovich is hitting .212 this season. And he gets things started by striking out. Red Ruffing puts him down, 1 out. There's Johnny Pesky. Pesky, one of 3 starters hitting less than 200 for the Red Sox. Pesky's at 171. And Ruffing, another strikeout, 2 straight to start the game. Here comes Ted Williams, MVP of the 1946 season, hitting just .241, off to a slow start here. He is currently 3rd in the league with 8 runs scored, and he's managed to do that despite having only 7 hits in the first 8 games. So Here is Ted Williams. And Williams will lift a fly ball into right field. Myral Hogue will chase it down. That's the third out. 1-2-3 inning for Red Ruffing. We go to the bottom of the first. Frank Crosetti to lead off for the Yanks. Crosetti struggling, just a 154 average, 4 hits in 26 at-bats so far this season. He'll make contact, but his fly ball to center field will be caught by DiMaggio, 1 away. Here's Red Rolf, hitting just 174. Was hitless in the last series against Washington. New York Yankees are coming off a split with the 33 Senators. Rolf 0 for 9 in that series. I think he was also injured and missed a game. And Rolf pops it up left side. Third baseman Russell has it. 2 outs. Here is Joe DiMaggio, finished second in the MVP voting in 1937. DiMaggio through 8 games, hitting .323 and 10 hits in 31 at-bats. .346 in 1937. And DiMaggio rips one down the right field line. George Metkovich is going to have to run after it for a while. Joe DiMaggio is going to motor his way around the bases. He will slide into third with a triple. First triple of the season for DiMaggio, first triple of the season for the Yankees. And that puts a runner on third with 2 outs for Lou Gehrig. And Gehrig is hitting .375. He is first in the league with 5 home runs. Nobody else has more than 2. Tied for first in the league with 9 RBI. First in the league with 9 runs scored. So here is Gehrig, chance to drive in the first run of the game after the DiMaggio triple. But this time, Gehrig hits a fly ball to right, and it will stay in the park. Metkovich has it, and DiMaggio is stranded on third base. We've played 1 inning, no score. For the Red Sox, one of their 2 hitters who have really done something this season, Bobby Doerr, he's hitting .345 through 8 games. He has driven in 9 runs, just tied for the league lead. His teammate Dom DiMaggio also has 9. But here is Bobby Doerr to lead off the second against Red Ruffing. And Doerr will lift one into center field. Joe DiMaggio comes in, makes the catch, 1 out. Rudy York, through 8 games, one of the best hitters in the league, batting .464, 13 hits in 28 at-bats. He was excellent in the most recent series against the Reds, 7 hits in 13 at-bats, hit a couple home runs. So here's York with 1 out, nobody on. Bouncing ball left side, shortstop Crosetti comes up with it, throws to first in time, 2 away. So here's Dom DiMaggio, as we mentioned, 9 RBI, tied for first in the league, despite hitting just .179. He only has 5 hits this season, and yet has somehow driven in 9 runs. So DiMaggio with 2 outs. Another ground ball to short, taken by Crosetti, thrown to first. That is another 1-2-3 inning for Red Ruffing. On to the bottom of the second, still no score. Bill Dickey to lead off for the Yanks. Dickey hitting .276, has hit a couple of home runs. And Dickey has drawn a leadoff walk. So base runner for the Yankees, Jake Powell comes to the plate. Powell's hitting .267 this season. I'm going to re-roll that white die that got hung up on the side. Let's see, the Red Sox today have a mid-rated defense. So that is going to be a comebacker. The pitcher, Harris, throws to second for the first out. Pesky on to first, not in time. Powell beats it out. Let's have a fielder's choice, and the lead runner retired. One out. Here's Tony Lazzeri. Lazzeri is hitting 185 through 8 games. Lazzeri, he and Lou Gehrig were two players who are making their second appearance in great teams of the past. They were both part of the 1927 Yanks. Lazzeri hit 288 with 3 home runs in season 2. So here he is, runner on first and 1 out. And ground ball to second. Door flips to Pesky, on to York, double play. And that'll do it for the bottom of the second. Top of the third, still 0-0. Rip Russell to lead things off for the Red Sox. Russell, the worst of the Boston hitters so far here this season. 3 for 30, 100 average. He went 0 for 15 in the most recent series against the Reds. So trying to get out of the slump here, trying to give the Red Sox their first hit. And he has done so. He puts one over the shortstop's head. It falls in left field for a hit. And that was hopefully a sign of better things to come for Rip Russell. He breaks at least an 0 for 15 slump. That'll bring to the plate Hal Wagner. Wagner's hitting 231. And he looks at ball 1 and ball 2. And then hits a fly ball into right, shallow. Myril Hogue comes in, makes the catch for the first out. Here's the pitcher, Mickey Harris. Harris, 1 hit in 6 at-bats in his first 2 starts. He is going to look to bunt Russell over here. And he fouls one off. And not a good bunt. Bill Dickey pounces on it, throws to second. Crosetti on to first. Another double play. So ground out 264, 264, out, double play. And now we go to the bottom of the third. Here's Myril Hogue for the Yankees. Hogue having a tough time this season. He is 2 for 27. He is hitting 074. He is another guy 0 for 13 in his last series against the Senators. So Rip Russell broke out of his slump with a hit last inning. Can Myril Hogue do the same here? Well, that would be a 51, would be a 9. In a lot of the cases, that would be a hit. But against Harris, a C pitcher, Hogue pops it up. And the third baseman, Russell, has it for the first out. So here's the pitcher, Red Ruffing. Ruffing, 2 starts, 1 hit in 3 at-bats. And Ruffing, 66, he's going to get to roll in his second column. He's got a few home runs on his card and a lot of doubles. So what's it going to be? It's going to be a double. Ruffing puts one into right center field. It'll roll to the wall. He will have a double, the Yankees' second hit of the game. And that gets the New York a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Back to Frank Crosetti, who is 0 for 1. Crosetti had a home run in the most recent series against Washington, but 214, 3 hits and 14 at-bats. And Crosetti, first base is open. He draws a walk. So that puts runners on first and second, 1 out for Red Rolf. who is 0 for 1. Rolf, to this point in the season, has driven in just 1 run. But he rolls a 66 here. He's going to get to roll in his second column. Good chance that this game is no longer scoreless. Rolf had 4 homers in 1937. And he puts one into the gap. Red Ruffing's going to score easily. Frank Crissetti, they're going to try to have him score from first, and he will do so. Red Rolf has a 2-run double, and the Yankees lead 2-0. Still just 1 out, and here's Joe DiMaggio, who tripled his first time up. DiMaggio just 3 RBI in the first 8 games. Chance for 1 here. And again, that 35 would be a 9 on his card, and 9's a hits in a lot of cases, but not a here against Harris. Ground ball to first. Rudy York has it. He gets the second out. Rolf does advance from second to third. So runner on third for Lou Gehrig. Gehrig's 0 for 1. Tied for first in the league with 9 runs batted in. Couldn't get one in the first inning after the DiMaggio triple. Can he get one here? And once again, another roll that results on the 9 on Gehrig's card against the C pitcher. That's just going to be a fly out to center field. Dom DiMaggio has it. That ends the inning. So the Yankees would be better off if they were facing a better pitcher at this point. But Harris gets the out. We go to the 4th, but Yankees strike first. It is 2-0 on the Red Wolf 2-run double. Top of the order for Boston. Here's George Metkovich, who struck out his first time up. He will hit a fly ball into center field. Joe DiMaggio tracks it down, 1 away. Johnny Pesky struck out in his first at-bat. Takes a strike. And Pesky finds the gap between the first and second baseman. That ball goes into right. He's got a base hit. Second of the game for the Red Sox. Here's Ted Williams, who is 0 for 1. And Williams shoots one into right field. It's through for a base hit. Johnny Pesky will go from first to third. And the Red Sox have something going on here with runners at the corners and 1 out. Bobby Doerr, 0 for 1. Tied for first in the league with 9 runs batted in. And he get the Red Sox on the scoreboard here. He does not. Ruffing strikes him out. 2 away. And here comes one of the game's hottest hitters, Rudy York. Came in today with a 464 average. 0 for 1 today. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. And York, ground ball to second. Lazzeri has it. He throws to first. Side retired. And the Red Sox cannot score. To the bottom of the 4th. Bill Dickey leads off. He walked his first time up. Dickey had a great series against the Senators, hit 385 with a home run. And he starts off the bottom of the 4th with a base hit. So his ball falls in right field for a single. Here's Jake Powell, 0 for 1 today. Jake Powell drives one into right. George Metkovich can't make the catch. Falls in. Bill Dickey is able to go from first to third. And now the Yankees, runners at the corners, nobody out. Tony Lazzeri is 0 for 1. He's got just 1 RBI so far this season. Can he get one here? No, Harris strikes him out for the first out. Here's Myril Hogue. He is 0 for 1. 0 for 14 over his last 4+ games. And let's see here. Ground ball, left side, third baseman Rip Russell has it. Bill Dickey will stay put on third. Russell will throw to first. He'll get the out. Dickey stays at third. Powell moves to second. So 2 outs, runners at second and third. Here is the pitcher, Red Ruffing, who doubled his first time up. And the Red Sox get out of this jam. And Harris can't find the plate against Ruffing. He walks him to load the bases. So here's the top of the order for the Yankees. Crosetti 0 for 1 with a walk. Can Harris get out of this jam? Can the Yankees blow this game open? Crosetti, ground ball left side. It's through the hole. It's through for a base hit. Dickey will score. Powell will score. Ruffing will try to go from first to third. The throw to third, he is out. So Crosetti with a 2-run single, and then Ruffing is thrown out at third. That'll end the inning, but it is now 4-0 Yankees on the 2-run single by Crosetti. On to the 5th, 4-0 Yanks. Dom DiMaggio steps in for Boston, 0 for 1 today. Fly ball to left. Jake Powell drifts to his right, makes the catch, 1 away. Rip Russell singled his first time up to end at least an 0 for 15 slump. This time, though, Ruffing strikes him out, 2 away. Here's Hal Wagner, 0 for 1. And Ruffing strikes him out. 1, 2, 3 inning for Ruffing. He's had several of those. Bottom 5, 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for the Yankees. Starting with Red Rolf, who had a 2-run double in the 3rd inning. He is 1 for 2 today. And a 66 for Rolf. Another extra base hit coming most likely. Yes, indeed, Red Rolf, his 2nd straight double. Leadoff runners on board again for the Yankees with their most dangerous hitters coming up. Joe DiMaggio, 1 for 2 with a triple. Ground ball right side. York has it. He will get the first out. Red Wolf will go to third base. So runner on third, 1 out. Here's Lou Gehrig. He's missed on a couple of chances to drive in a run. Here's another one. Runner on third, 1 out. Gehrig's 0 for 2. And pitch is outside. Wagner throws down to third. Red Rolf had wandered too far off the base, and Red Rolf is picked off. Well, hate to lose a runner in scoring position like that, but if you're going to do it, at least you do it with a 4-0 lead. So 2 outs, nobody on. Lou Gehrig. Fly ball to center. DiMaggio has it. Side retired. On to the 6th inning. Here is Mickey Harris for the Red Sox. 0 for 1. And Harris, let's see, the Yankees have a 41 defense, so Harris is going to poke one into right field. Gehrig dives, can't get to it, through him, past him into right. That's a single for the pitcher, Mickey Harris. So both pitchers have got hits here today, and that is just what seems to happen on this tabletop when I am videotaping. The pitchers find ways to hit. So leadoff runner aboard. Here's George Metkovich, 0 for 2. And ground ball back to the pitcher. Ruffing knocks it down. He'll have to go to first, and he'll get the first out. Harris will move to second base. Johnny Pesky's 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Ground ball right side. Gehrig makes the stop, tosses it to Ruffing, covering first in time for the second out. Harris goes from second to third. So Harris led off with a single. A couple of ground outs later, he's on third base. And here is Ted Williams, 2 outs, looking to break this shutout. Williams 1 for 2, singled his last time up. And Red Ruffing strikes out Ted Williams to end the inning. Still 4-0 Yankees. To the bottom of the 6th, Bill Dickey leads off. 1 for 1, a walk and a single. Dickey finished 5th in the MVP voting in 1937. This at-bat, he will hit a fly ball into left. Ted Williams comes in to make the catch. 1 out. Here's Jake Powell, 1 for 2. Powell hits one to right field for George Metkovich to collect for the second out. Tony Lazzari is 0 for 2. Bouncing ball right side. Dorr has it. Throws to York in time. A rare 1-2-3 inning from Mickey Harris. On to the 7th inning. Still 4-0 Yankees. 4-5-6 hitter for the Sox. Starting with Bobby Dorr, who is 0 for 2. 271 in 1946, but did drive in 116 runs. And he will hit a ground ball, gobbled up by the shortstop. Crissetti throws to first, 1 out. Rudy York is 0 for 2, came into today hitting 464. Not quite that high anymore. And his tough day continues as Red Ruffing strikes him out, 2 away. DiMaggio is 0 for 2. Still trying to figure out how he has 9 RBI this season on just 5 hits. And he's only hit 1 homer. And DiMaggio lines one into center field, caught by his brother, Joe DiMaggio. Another 1-2-3 inning for Red Ruffing. After the 7th inning stretch, the Yankees come back to the plate with a 4-0 lead. Here's Myril Hogue, 0 for 2. Ground ball to the shortstop. Johnny Pesky comes up firing, gets the first out. Red Ruffing has reached base each of his 2 plate appearances. He has a double and a walk. This time, though, Harris strikes him out, 2 away. Here is Frank Crissetti, 1 for 2, a walk, a 2-run single his last time up in the 4th inning. Another ground ball left side, taken by Pesky. Throws over to first, side retired. I believe that's the second straight 1-2-3 inning for Mickey Harris. Yep. Didn't have any before that. So to the 8th. Rip Russell to lead things off for the Sox. 1 for 2 today. Reroll the red die that got hung up in the corner. And Russell hits it hard, but hits it on a line right at Joe DiMaggio in center field, and that is the first out. Hal Wagner's 0 for 2. Takes ball 1. Takes ball 2. And then he takes strike 1, 2, and 3. Red Ruffing has another strikeout. We're the pitcher spot with Mickey Harris. Here in the 8th, he will be removed for a pinch hitter. It will be Wally Moses who comes to the plate. This is Moses' first plate appearance of the season. 239 average and 343 at-bats in 1946. Reroll the red die that got hung up in the corner. And Moses drive to center field. Joe DiMaggio's on his horse. He makes the catch. And that is another 1-2-3 inning for Red Ruffing. To the bottom of the 8th, and the Red Sox need a new pitcher, trailing 4-0. It's going to be Earl Johnson who gets the call. Johnson 5-4, 3.71 ERA, almost entirely in relief in 1946. And he has thrown 1 scoreless inning so far here in season 3. He'll be facing the 2-3-4 hitters for the Yankees in the 8th. Red Rolf to lead things off, and Rolf is 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles and 2 RBI. This time, though, ground ball right side. Dorr has it, throws to first, 1 out. There's Joe DiMaggio, 1 for 3 with a triple. And DiMaggio lines one into right field. It falls in for a base hit, his second of the game. Yankees 8th of the contest. Lou Gehrig came in today with a 375 average, but he is 0 for 3. Can he change that here? No, fly ball into left field. Ted Williams has it for the second out. Bill Dickey is 1 for 2 with a walk. And he has drawn another walk. That puts runners on first and second with 2 out. Jake Powell, who is 1 for 3, has driven in 2 runs this season. To reroll the red die that got hung up. Ground ball to second should end the inning, but Bobby Dorr boots it. That is an E4, and that loads the bases. So, bases loaded for Tony Lazzeri, who is 0 for 3. Came into the game hitting .185 this season. Has driven in just one run. Gehrig, ground ball left side. It is through the hole into left. Joe DiMaggio will score. Bill Dickey will score. Jake Powell will go from first to third. And now it is 6-0 New York on the Lazzari 2-run single. Both of those runs will be unearned as the door error extended the inning. First and third, 2 outs. Myral Hogue, he is 0 for 3. And Johnson strikes him out to end the inning, but 2 more for the Yankees, and it is 6-0. And Red Ruffing looking to polish off the shutout here as we go to the 9th. I'll face the top of the order for the Red Sox, 1, 2, 3. Ruffing has only given up 4 hits to this point. I'll start with George Metkovich, who is 0 for 3. And Metkovich puts a fly ball into right field. Myral Hogue will make the catch, 1 away. Johnny Pesky is 1 for 3. Ruffing strikes him out, 2 outs. Red Sox are down to the last out. Here is Ted Williams, 1 for 3 at the plate today. And Ruffing pitches around Williams, walks him. So that'll bring the plate Bobby Doerr. Came into today hitting .345, tied for first in the league with 9 RBI, but he is 0 for 3. The Red Sox are down to their last out. And Doerr, it's a comebacker to the pitcher. Ruffing has it, throws to first. That is the ball game. The 1937 New York Yankees have defeated the 1946 Boston Red Sox 6-0 as they open up their 4-game series. 37 Yanks, 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors, 5 runners left on base. The 46 Red Sox, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 4 runners left on base. The Yankees, of their 9 hits, had a couple of 2-hit performances by Red Rolf and Joe DiMaggio. 4 extra base hits. Rolf had 2 doubles. DiMaggio had a triple. The starting pitcher, Red Ruffing, had a double. 3 players drove in 2 runs apiece. Red Rolf had a 2-run double in the 3rd. Frank Crosetti had a 2-run single in the 4th. And Tony Lazzari had a 2-run single in the 8th. Red Ruffing, he improves to 3-0 on the season, and he pitches his 2nd straight shutout. His ERA, he has given up now 2 earned runs in 26 innings. Today, Ruffing 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. For the Red Sox, just 4 hits, 4 by 4 different players, no extra base hits. Mickey Harris, 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. He will fall to 1-1 on the season. Earl Johnson pitched an inning, gave up 2 unearned runs. So that is it for this one. The Yankees improved to 6-3 on the season. The Red Sox fall to 4-5. But if you're watching this now, all 4 games have been played. This is the only one that will be on YouTube. But you can head over to rogersportsgames.com and get the full results of what happened in the rest of this series. So stats, box scores, cumulative stats, recaps, all that and more at rogersportsgames.com if you want to see what happened. Next on the tabletop for next YouTube game will be between the 1940 Cincinnati Reds and the 1934 St. Louis Cardinals. So keep an eye out for that one in the next week or so. But that is it from Yankee Stadium, where the Yankees have beaten the rival Red Sox 6-0. Thanks for joining me here today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe.